Hi, Collective. I'm Ancient, and I have a message for you all. I have strength here with the Page of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Someone is trying to keep themselves from reaching out to you here with strength in the Page of Cups. As if this person deleted your phone number to keep from texting you, calling you. They didn't block you, but they could have deleted your number. They're really holding themselves back. They want to reach out here with the Page of Cups and send you a message. But then from the Page of Cups, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Like this person sends you a message and then you two be together. But the thing is, the Page of Cups, you don't want the Page of Cups in a love reading because that represents someone as being emotionally immature. This is someone that doesn't really express themselves. They have a hard time speaking up. They have a hard time telling you how they feel. As a matter of fact, with the Page of Cups in this, there's a fish in the cup. So this person could come off kind of moody, wishy-washy. You really don't know how they feel because they've never just said it. They could have danced around the subject. They could have said things like, there's a connection here. I like you. But they've never really told you the depths of their emotions. Because how do you go from the Page of Cups to the Hierophant? You see what I'm saying? The pages are the children of the tarot, right? They're the babies. So how do you go from the Page of Cups to the Hierophant with someone? You're leaving out the Knight of Cups. You're leaving out the King and Queen of Cups. You haven't even fully expressed the depths of your emotions. So this is someone who lacks emotional maturity. So there will always be some sort of emotional imbalance here. Especially if this person continuously holds themselves back and they do a damn good job at it because we have strength in the Page of Cups. Let's clarify strength with the Page of Cups. See, yeah, they're holding themselves back, the Ten of Wands, but it's a burden. What they are holding back is the depth of their emotions. We have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. This person's madly in love with you and they've been holding this energy in. You cannot do that. When you hold energy in, I wouldn't be surprised if the devil comes out in this message, right? Because the devil represents restrictions and boundaries, fears. So obviously this person feels a bit insecure with expressing themselves emotionally because they're worried about something. Are they worried that you're going to cheat on them? Are they worried that you're going to reject them? Are they worried that what they've experienced from the past in relationships will somehow find its way into the connection with you? That's what this energy is showing because we have the strength here. That means that there's restraint. Someone's holding back. What keeps you from expressing yourself? Fears, trauma, right? And so we have the Ten of Wands. You go from the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is that wounded warrior, someone that's damaged. You go from the nine, we have the 10 here. So this person has a lot going on with them emotionally. They could have been abused when they were younger. The fact that they're showing up as the Page of Cups, this is someone that could have a lot of childhood trauma as relates to their emotions. This could be someone that doesn't know how to express themselves emotionally because when they were a child, maybe they didn't get enough attention. This person has a lot of childhood trauma here. This could be a grown man, grown woman, but they come off like they're sweet. I can see here with the Page of Cups, they're sweet. There's someone that's really sweet, but they're a lion, you know. So what you'll notice with this person is with the slippery fish come out of the cup, they're really sweet on one end of the spectrum, and then when they get pissed off, they turn into this ferocious lion because there's an imbalance there with their emotions. We have the Six of Pentacles here with the Hierophant. Let's see what that's about. We have Judgment. Okay, so this person that's emotionally immature, that hasn't really fully told you the depth of their emotions, Six of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and Judgment, they want to be in a relationship with you, a committed relationship, an exclusive relationship. This is the type of person that would ask you, "Are you ready to be in a relationship?" And it's like, bro, girl, sis, dude. It's like, what are you talking about? How are you gonna ask me if I'm ready for a relationship and you haven't even told me how you feel? That's what I'm getting here. So Judgment, this person could attempt to come back in, but see, the issue is they have emotional trauma that they need healing from. Tell me about Judgment. And sidebar, that's why it doesn't really matter what the tarot says. Okay, so what I mean by that, all of these readings, right, that I do, or for some of you, if you listen to other tarot readers or whatever, none of it matters if the person needs healing. That's what everyone needs to understand. If there's any sort of childhood trauma that needs to be brought to the surface for healing, it doesn't matter what the cards say. It doesn't, because this person, for example, the fact that I have strength here in the Page of Cups, this person's not ready to be in a committed relationship. They may commit to you, they may say that you two could be in a relationship, but the outcome is not going to work in your favor, because what you're going to see is that you're in a relationship with someone that is emotionally unavailable, or someone that's not expressive. And that can cause what? Arguments, the devil. That can cause the Ten of Wands, burn-ins. It can cause the Ten of Swords, where you're gonna feel like, is this person holding things back from me? Or why are they restricting communication? Why do they, this person could have communication issues, which then spirals into something else. You see where I'm going with this? So it doesn't really matter what the cards say. The cards can say what they're gonna say. Yeah, they can predict, they could be 100% right. But at the end of the day, if someone needs healing, none of it matters. So I just need to say that for as a sidebar. Tell me about Judgment. So there is going to be a judgment call that you're going to have to make here. Judgment in the Eight of Cups, because this person's going to come back to you for sure. They're going to come back because they are madly in love with you, but because they need healing, they have a hard time expressing their emotions. Now, if you're okay with that, if you're okay with being in a relationship with someone that's emotionally immature, someone who lacks emotional intelligence, then maybe the connection will work. But you can't expect this person to be vulnerable to you. You can't expect them to be overly emotional. You can't expect them to be at that level of the King and Queen of Cups emotionally. You can't also expect them to fully embody all the elements to be the Emperor or Empress. This person cannot be an Emperor or an Empress if they're shown up as the Page of Cups within their emotions. They have to be the King and Queen of Cups in order to master that, to be the Emperor and Empress. You see where I'm going with this? So you can't have any expectations with this person. So yeah, if you're okay with being with someone that's emotionally unavailable and who lacks emotional intelligence, then it's going to work out. But you can't have expectations. Is what I'm getting. Is what I'm saying too. Okay, so we have Judgment here and we have the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is moving forward. Okay, some of you, your judgment call is that you're not going to give in to this, because it's the Eight of Cups, emotionally unavailable, something that's not bringing you emotional fulfillment. And that's always been the issue with this person, is that they didn't satisfy you emotionally. You know why? Because you're vibrating at the King and Queen of Cups energy. They're showing up as a page. Huh. They're showing up as a page, as like a child within their emotions. They don't know how to express themselves, although they're a grown man, grown woman. So with Judgment here, you're making that decision to walk away from this person, to move away from the energy, hold back. Four of Pentacles. Now, some of you, you are going to give what they give you, which is be emotionally unavailable. All right. I'm going to do a part 2 to this. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.